Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about eating pain and what that actually is and why it is super important that you can do it when really wanting to try and do anything new, not just in business but in life generally, right? So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. If you do not know me, I'm Christian. I've built my own company with my business partner Megan, where we help coaches, consultant trainers completely automate the climbing decision to make sure that they have people to talk to that they can help, right? We have this motto that we believe, coaches should be coaching, consultants should be consulting, meaning that they should not be spending hours and hours and hours on networking, outreaching, marketing, Facebook ads, whatever it is, trying to figure it out, failing over and over again, not really making it work as they might want to. So our goal is to completely automate that part and make sure they're doing what they love, that's just helping people. All right, enough of that. Let's get into this topic. So eating pain. Let's start off what I actually mean by pain. Okay, and this really stems from doing something, right? And when I'm talking about pain, let's get this down real fast. It's not a physical pain, right? It's not like you cut you and it hurts, or you break your arm and it hurts. That's not the kind of pain that I'm talking about here. The kind of pain that I'm referring to is the one that you feel mentally, right? Whenever you're doing something, it could be, let's just say you're doing a shitty task at work, right? If you work in a supermarket, for example, you're told to restock a whole aisle, and it just take you 2 days, and it's just, it'd be hard. That right there, it's not a physical pain, it's mental pain. You know it's going to be hard, you know it's going to be boring, and you don't really want to do it. This is pain. This is psychological pain, and you want to escape this pain, so you try to find excuses why you shouldn't do it. You try to say, I can do it another day, or I'm sick this day, right? So this is what I mean with it, and we can go a lot further than this. This is what I mean with the pain that we have, which is psychological. And this is in almost everything, especially when it comes to your growth. The pain, so your brain have a really bad habit of wanting to stay the same and being lazy. The brain does not like spending energy, does not like spending time and working hard, because the brain is made for efficiency. If you're trying to do all new sorts of things and you're not being as efficient as you could have been, your brain will not like it, and it will try to manipulate you and get you to do something else. And that the thing that your brain's trying to manipulate you with is that pain. It's telling you not to do it, giving you reasons why you shouldn't do it, justifying, right? Giving stupid excuses. This is the pain that you generate for yourself, even though you know you have to do it and it will be beneficial for your growth. And it's really hard for a lot of people to go through this pain. And me myself, I've been knocked down and busted a lot of time by my pain, and I've lost to it a lot of times too. I'm not afraid to admit that, right? I have lost to my pain multiple times, and it sucks every time. And if you look at this scale, right, it's okay to give in sometimes. But if you look at this scale from 0 to 100, and if you're at 50, you're standing still. If you're 60, you're improving. If you're 70, you're improving, and this is improving. And this scale is your factor from giving in and not giving in. The higher you are, the less you give into pain. The lower you are, the more you give into pain. At 50, you're standing still, right? You're not progressing, but you're not declining either. If you're 40%, you're declining, you're failing, you're going down, you're going in a worse position. If you're over 60%, you're going into a better position, you're doing better things, right? And it's slow. I mean, if you're at 95%, you're improving really fast, only making good decisions, never doing the things you know you shouldn't be doing, really consistent with who you are and what you should be doing. Or the other side, like you're at 5%, you're just never doing what you're supposed to do, always give into your work, always see that extra thing, always do that, right? You always do what you really shouldn't be doing. And you just digress until you can't really digress anymore. And it's really important that you do not fall below the 50. I mean, sometimes it will happen, but you need for the majority to stay above 50. Otherwise, you'll just stand still or even decline from where you are, digress from where you currently are. And to really be successful in any kind of thing, I'm not just talking about business, I'm talking about sports, school, work, business running, right? Acquisition, sales, fishing, swimming, training, studying, reading, whatever it is that you do, at some point you will feel pain towards doing that thing. Even though you like it, you will feel pain. Okay? The more you can win over this pain and overcome it, the more successful you will be. This is what I mean by eating pain. How much pain can you just keep eating. As much as the world, as your brain throws at you, you just don't give a shit. Eating all that pain to make sure that you're continuing forward to your goal. And that is really what we want to achieve when we're just eating pain like a goddamn machine. We want to continue. We want to go faster. We want to always win over ourselves. Because you are always only having one opponent to fight, whatever aspect of life it is, and that is yourself. There's two parts of you, right? The one who is your current self, where you at, the one who just wants to stay here, the one who just wants to do it easy, the one who wants to not really progress, right? That's your subconscious, right? That's how your programmings work. And then there's the version of you that wants to improve, that wants to go better, that wants to go further, right? That always wants better, and wants to be better, right? These two sides of you are always in conflict, right? The current you are throwing pain, resistance, hardship, and this one resisting and overcoming. Always a constant battle between who wins and who loses. Now, the current self is really good at coming up with all sorts of schemes on why you should do it. Sometimes I've known this. I haven't done this myself. It's also overworking. Your current self, I'll just let him work, right? I'm just letting him do all this shit, and then constantly burns. Burnout. You can get shook for a couple of months and just digress a shit ton. That's also, even though you do a shit ton of work and you're just deluding yourself by you doing the healthy thing. I've been there myself. I just never got to the burnout part. It's working so much, and you're deluding yourself with, I'm going so far. But what you don't realize is that your current self wants you, because if you do this for a long time, you're gonna break and you're gonna go back down. So there's a lot of ways that the brain works in this way, and you have to keep your eyes on it on all times. Because if you see that you're drifting, if you see you're shifting, you will turn into something else, right? And you will always, there will always be ups and downs. It's like a business. There will always be ups and there will always be downs. Just make sure you do everything in your power to make sure there are more ups than there are downs. And what can you do to train this, right? Make sure that you listen. Right? Listen to what your brain is trying to tell you. I have a really good exercise. Find something that's kind of heavy, like 2-3 kilos or 5-6 pounds, right? Find something and hold it out in front of you, right? Just hold it. Hold it there for as long as you can. And then your brain said, this is stupid. Why am I doing this? Just watch all the excuses that your brain comes up with, and then keep holding it out there. Never. You can only let it go when your arms literally start to fall down and just cannot hold this thing up anymore. Just really do all you can to push yourself to the limit, right? Don't ever give in. This is a super hard challenge because there will be so many excuses to just drop. And some may say this is pointless, it is, but what this gives you is clarity. Now you know what your brain, when your brain's trying to trick you, you start to learn, like, what is it saying? What kind of phrases does it use? What kind of excuses does it come up with? Once you learn these, you know it's bullshit. And then you can just continue. Because you know that you're saying no to something good. In the start, right? When you're not that aware of it, some of these excuses might sound damn good. Right? Because the brain can come up with some very, very good excuses. And you're very quick to, well, that's a pretty good excuse right there. And just do that. And then you start to justify the excuse and then you fuck out, right? And if you don't have the awareness to see that the excuse is actually just, an excuse, you will start to fall, but it's okay. You need to learn, right? If you actually trying to learn and trying to see the pattern, see what repeats, why you keep stopping. Think about this, like the last couple of times where you had something you need to do but you just didn't do it, or you started, you didn't really do it, at 100%. I know you have some. Think about why you stopped. What did your brain think at that moment? Why did you stop the action that you know you really should have been doing? Why did you stop? Think about it. Right? What thoughts went through your head? Start always becoming aware of it. Think about it. And then write them down, like on your phone, your computer, and just a notepad for that matter. Write them down, right? Then sit and read them through a couple of times a day and then try to memorize them. And this might sound boring, and right there, like if you're seeing this video and you're like, oh, I don't want to do that, that right there is your brain trying to trick you into doing something that will improve you, because you'll improve your awareness and you'll be able to stop your current self from controlling you. Right? You want to be in control, not your brain, right? You want to be in control. It is a bit of a thinking matter, because like there's two you and one brain, and it's just different actions, right? And why would you try to like counteract yourself in order to get to where you want to go? It makes no sense. It was also very hard for me to get the grasp of this concept, because I thought it was really weird that the brain like wanted two different things at the same time. One wanted to go further, one wanted to sit down and watch Netflix. I just couldn't understand it. Alright, I think that's all for this video. If you like what I talked about, leave a comment, leave a like. I'd love to hear if you've actually noticed some of these things yourself in your life. And yeah, and if you're a coach, consultant, anyone that's struggling with the point booking, feel free to check out the description, see if it's something for you. To be fully transparent with you, it is just a sales funnel where I'm trying to sell you in a meeting. But yeah, if you truly think that I'm someone who can help you, feel free. If not, that's all my pleasure. Alright, that's all I want to talk about in this video. Really great video, really important one as well. Have a great day. Bye-bye.